Welcome to Conversations with Robin, where we raise conscious awareness through conversation.
Right, so I have Phajjah Witten here, who is in her fourth year at Georgia State, right, Phaj?
Yes.
At Georgia State, and what are you studying again? Because at first you were studying nursing.
Yes, I just changed my major to psychology, so I'm a psychology major. The Bachelor of Science, and I want to go into the marketing aspect of psychology. Still not too clinical.
Okay.
I can say clinical and the business, like merging them together.
Okay. So, are you wanting to work with people?
Yeah.
As well?
Yes.
You are?
I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I don't think it has a name, but I do want to help people. I want to help people, I guess, through my words, through my voice, using my voice to help people, give them advice with things and with spirituality. My ultimate goal is to have a spa, a wellness spa. So I'm working up after graduating college to do different certifications to get me to that level. So
nice. I didn't know that you wanted to do a wellness spa.
Yeah, one of my dreams.
That's awesome, because I feel like, especially as a college student and just a person just trying to navigate through the world, like we all need some kind of wellness, self-help, self-care, just something to keep us grounded, right? So I know before we got on here, we both did a meditation. And you did a guided meditation. Do you do meditations at all usually, or?
Yes, I actually started doing meditations probably 2020. I feel like this year though, 2020, I've been doing it more consistently. And I feel like I've actually been meditating, if that makes sense. Like before, I felt like I was just kind of sitting there, mind was going. And I know you're not supposed to meditate to shut your brain off, but to actually just be present, I feel like I've been able to master that more. And I started doing yoga before I meditate to like relax my body even more. And I feel like that's been helping me stay present. And
Well, I think because the meditation is like, I like how you said it's not to shut off the mind, which I feel like, I know like the first 5 minutes that I'm meditating, it's like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. I think about, what's happened before, what's happening in the present or in the future. And so I like how you're like, no, don't shut down the mind. Just be present, relax, and just let whatever is coming in.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that it helps with anxiety as far as schoolwork and everything like that?
Definitely. I feel like a lot of the time, especially when I was a nursing major, I was very stressed, like all the time. I feel like I didn't enjoy my college years when I was on campus before COVID as much as I should have, because I was always thinking about the future. How am I going to get into the nursing program? Am I going to pass this class? And this class? Am I going to do well on this test? Like it was just always that. Like I was always just worried about what I'm going to do next kind of thing, instead of just enjoying joining clubs and just, living my life like I should have. So now after COVID, and once I realized that nursing wasn't really for me, and I started my spiritual journey about 2020-ish, and I started to meditate more, I'm able to kind of differentiate like the voices in my head, not crazy, but like, when you have the anxious thoughts from just like my intuition, I can hear the difference of like when I'm anxious, I can feel like just uncomfortable, and I can tell myself to just be like in the moment, even if it's just me stopping to breathe, to just calm down and be in the moment.
Right.
I actually noticed in Target, because I like to go to Target because it just looks nice. And I'm noticing that I would just be walking around Target like I have so much to do and I can never just enjoy. I'm just in Target, just look around and look at a painting or something. And I would never do that. I'll always be like, you have to go now, you have to go now. So I just been able to just calm down and live in the moment. And I feel so much more chill and not all over the place. So yeah.
You're flowing with it, right? Like
going with the flow.
Right. But that is literally the hardest thing to do in life, is to go with the flow.
Yep. It's very
But
hard.
the way that you like try and allow yourself to do it, that's a big deal. You know? So that's huge. But now, okay, so you said you began your spiritual journey back in 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think COVID kind of, or not necessarily COVID, but being home, being, just the world stopping all at once, all together at the same time, did that kind of help you forward that process? Or is that exactly when you began your process?
Yeah, it really was COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Before, I was never very religious. I feel like growing up, I was never really religious, but we would go to church, I guess, randomly here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And in college, I started going to this church in Buckhead, and it was called the Living Room. And it was basically for college students, and you just came, they fed us dinner, and then we had like a service, and they would talk about things, but they related a lot to college and like how we would, like different things you would go through in college. So it would be like a very nice open space. It was very nice. But I feel like I never connected, I guess, with Christianity or with religion. Mm-hmm. So when COVID started, I was really nervous because I didn't know what was happening. I was kind of scared. And I felt like I didn't really, I don't know, like it was hard for me to like connect with God, I guess you can say. Like I didn't know what to really do. And I just started to look into other things. I started to do research of Christianity, and I kind of just didn't really align with it anymore. And I started to go more into the spiritual side of things. And I feel like my self-love, self-care journey is kind of what got me to go into it more. And
like just going inwards.
Yeah, connecting with myself. Like that's what started it. And I actually followed someone named Your Spiritual Mermaid. I feel like you follow her too.
Yes, I love her.
I love her so much. I go in her Patreon, and she has like the community with a lot of other spiritual people, and she talks about like setting up your altar with your ancestors, meditation, yoga, crystals, sage, different type of herbs and stuff like that. And she also has these full moon or new moon circles that we do. So on the new moon or full moon, we do a sacred circle, and we just talk about life or what you're releasing and bringing in. So I feel like just the community really helped me like learn more, and I could just go back and watch her videos and practice different rituals and different things. And I just feel more connected with myself and God without having a religion tied to it. Before, like I feel more connected through spirituality than anything else that I had done before in the past. So
yeah, I mean, because especially like I feel like religion it gets so deep and it gets so dense and so heavy. And it's like so many boundaries with it. So I totally get where you're coming from with being more spiritual and, and also letting the ancestors live through you, because, they are the ones that guide us, and then we have the divine too, which is God and the universe. And it's literally just all one, which if everyone could stop bickering and stop fighting and all the politics, and you stop pointing the finger, and maybe even meditate. Like that literally would help so much with the world's problems, I think. And it's always going to be like a yin and a yang kind of situation, because it's balanced. Like you do need the good and the bad for balance, because that's just life. But meditation helps, spirituality helps, just free flowing helps. Yeah, like it's awesome. You know what I mean? And you feel so much lighter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I really feel like I feel so much lighter. And I feel also when I was trying, because I was really stressed in this college, especially freshman year. I feel like I was so anxious all the time. So I was trying out new things. I was like, I'm gonna try to go to church more and see if I can like kind of connect more, but I just never really connect. I never read the Bible, and I never really, like, everybody knew this verse and that verse, and I just never really connected to it. Or did I didn't never feel called to read it, I guess. I don't mind. I feel like I see beauty in religion, but it's just not for me, if that makes sense. And I just like that spirituality is, like you said, it brings everything together. And I feel like it's so natural. Like we're doing things that are made from the earth, natural.
Right. Yeah.
And going outside and meditating is something that really helps me. And in August last year, I was diagnosed with depression, and that going outside just helps me so much. Just being in nature by myself, if it's doing yoga, if it's meditating or journaling, like all that type of stuff just helps me a lot. So yeah.
I didn't know that you were you said diagnosed with depression, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like more than half of the world would be more than half of the US be diagnosed with depression. And it's because of everything that's going on. Like you said, you had so much to keep up with. That's like, it's hard.
It is. I mean, and I feel like the transition, because I was in like my sophomore year of college, so I'm still trying to figure things out. And then COVID happened, and that just changed everything. Like everything online. And then I was like, do I even want to be? It was just a lot happening. So I feel like my spiritual journey also helped me. Like it's been helping me with my depression and with my anxiety. So yeah, I feel like just doing things that make me feel good is more important than I guess, I don't know, being in a religion just to say that I'm in a religion, or trying to force myself to do things that it just didn't really align. So
So now I know that you talked about which I also think would be aligning with your spiritual journey, fasting.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about like what you're doing with your fast. Is it just spiritual reasons, or is it?
I feel like I just felt I needed some purification for my body. Like I just wanted to like cleanse it. I was smoking a lot. I was drinking a lot, and I feel like I was just running away from, or using it as a coping mechanism, which isn't that good, instead of actually like facing things that I felt like I should face.